What's up, everybody? James Rule XRP is in the house. Welcome to the James Rule Crypto Show, coming to you in stereophonic sound. Happy Sunday morning. Let's look at some news. Let's look at some articles. Let's have fun. Let's educate ourselves. Let's share this channel. Subscribe to my channel. Let's have fun. I'm a good old boy from Southeast Texas that lives out in the woods, and last night we celebrated my brother's birthdays. We cooked some steaks. We drank some beers. Their birthdays are a week apart, and we had a good time. It's all about family. It's all about crypto. It's all about living life and educating others, and that's what we're going to do. Follow me on X, formerly Twitter, at RuleXRP. I'm a crypto teacher. I'm not a financial advisor. I get the news out to the masses, and I enjoy doing it, and I do it in my own unique kind of way, and we're going to have fun today. Now, if you're interested in purchasing your own crypto wallets, signing up for a crypto broker / exchange, I have a ton of links within my link tree below. Check it out. Tell them James Rule XRP sent you by, and let's take a look at the numbers on this Sunday morning. Total crypto market cap is $2.026 trillion. I zoomed in so everybody could see it. Bitcoin is at $51,798. Ethereum is at $2,806 a token. XRP is almost at 56 cents. Cardano jumped up to 62 cents. Stellar XLM is 11.5 cents. VeChain has been on fire. It's 4.4 cents. HBAR Hedera Hashgraph is 9 cents. Algo is 19.5. Quant is 109. Flare Network is holding around 3.3 pennies. XDC is 4 cents. Casper, 3 cents. VTHO token, 0.005. Songbird, 1.4 cents. Do your research, people. I use Coin Paprika to get the numbers every day. You can set up your favorites like I did here. These are many I'm invested in. Many I did not leave open for the public because these are the ones that I'm looking at. And there may be different ones that you're looking at that I'm not showing here. Do your research. Have fun. Let's go ahead and get into the news. Last night, the UFC took place, and VeChain is an official sponsor. And check out Bruce here.
Hey, VeChain, I'm headed to the Octagon to roar away for UFC 298. I'll see you there!
He's the announcer when it comes to the main events. And yeah, VeChain, if you watch UFC, the fights, you'll see VeChain, you'll see Crypto.com. It's just really exciting to see that these major companies and blockchains are getting their name out for major sporting events. You got F1, you got NASCAR, you got UFC, soccer, billboards in New York going up talking about different blockchain companies. And it's just a matter of time. You know, the banks don't want us to have our own cryptocurrency wallets. They're greedy little bitches, and they want to have all the cookies in the cookie jar, but we're going to keep on going here. Now, this morning, I was watching some of my fellow YouTubers. I watched Moon Lambo, Crypto Eddie, Digital Asset Investor, Brad Kimes. There's many out there that I watch, and when you have to be very careful because when you watch these cryptocurrency or blockchain related videos, you're going to see some AI generated fake ads, and they're going to try to entice you into giving away your crypto, which you should not do ever. Let me read this. For your information, while watching fellow YouTubers in the community this morning, I witnessed several AI-generated scam ads, including Larry Fink with BlackRock. There was a fake free Bitcoin and Ethereum giveaway, and Brad Garlinghouse at Ripple, fake free XRP giveaway. Do not click on the links. Do not scan the QR codes. And do not send your cryptocurrency to an unknown wallet. This is not real. You will lose everything. I can't tell you how many instant messages on X or Twitter I've received in the past 3 years from victims saying, James, I don't know what happened. Somebody stole my crypto. I don't know how it happened. No, you gave away your crypto. You gave away the seed phrases. You sent your cryptocurrency to an unknown wallet thinking you were going to get 10 times or 100 times back, and you lost it forever. And I tagged YouTube, Team YouTube, and YouTube creators. What are you doing to fix this? I mean, are these scam artists paying off the YouTubers, the social media outlets, the Elon Musk and all the above to And are they paying them off on the side from all the scam money they're taking in? I hope not. I surely do hope not, but you have to do your due diligence. Do not believe the hype. I know if you're brand new to crypto and you're excited about buying XRP and Flare and Songbird and VeChain and Bitcoin and Ethereum and all that, and you see these ads, you're thinking, wow, I'm going to FOMO in. I could double or triple or quadruple my holdings within 5 seconds. No, you won't. You'll lose it if you send. So I try to reiterate this on my channel because it's passionate to me, and I feel that I need to share it with you because a lot of YouTubers and a lot of content creators out there, they get in this tunnel and they don't explain what's bad out there, like these scams. And these scams, they will take your inheritance, they will take your crypto, they will take your life savings, and they're a bunch of freaking idiots, and that pisses me off every time I see a member of this community get scammed. But let's keep going. Where is the next tab here? All right, go figure. This came out in Bloomberg Crypto. It says FTX investors sued Sullivan Cromwell, accusing the law firm of aiding illicit schemes to help advance a multi-billion-dollar fraud before the crypto exchanges collapse. And why am I bringing this up? Sullivan Cromwell. Well, one of the reasons I'm bringing it up is because when Jay Clayton sued Ripple back in December of 2020, shortly thereafter, he left and went back to Sullivan Cromwell as a senior policy advisor and of counsel. And who else? Of course, William Hinman. When William Hinman was at the SEC, if you're not familiar with ETHgate, William Hinman declared Ethereum a non-security. He also got paid from Sullivan Cromwell, who was tied in with Consensus. I think he made an additional $15 million while he was at the SEC. And when he left the SEC, he went back to Simpson Thacher as a senior advisor. And this page is still live. Hello, the criminal activities in our government, them getting away with it. I tell you what, we're not letting back. The XRP community, Naroff, John Deaton, all the other lawyers in the community, we have fought back for a level playing field for XRP. We got clarity on XRP last July that it's not a security. And we're still fighting with all these other idiots that were in office whenever they sued Ripple and sued the XRP community. What are the damages? I was unable to touch my retirement, the XRP in my retirement, because it was locked away because of what the SEC did. What are the damages? Let's keep going. Here's the article. FTX investors sue Sullivan Cromwell, claiming the law firm aided fraud. Let's take a quick look at it. FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, Sam Bankman-Fried, was a huge crypto custodian company that took investors' money and sent it somewhere else and lost it all. It's not that crypto's bad, it's that the holders of your crypto were bad. So FTX investors have sued Sullivan Cromwell, accusing the law firm of aiding illicit schemes that helped advance a multi-billion-dollar fraud before the crypto exchanges collapse. Sullivan Cromwell's services went well beyond those a law firm should and ordinarily provide, the investor complaint said. Lawyers were eager to craft not only creative but misleading strategies that furthered FTX's misconduct. The lawsuit was filed on Friday, February the 16th, on behalf of a proposed class of FTX customers and adds to scrutiny of the elite Wall Street law firm that is acknowledged working on 20 legal matters for FTX and its founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, in the 16 months before the exchange's 2022 implosion and reports of a liquidity crisis. I'm not going to read the rest of this. I'll leave it for you below, but think about how many times FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried met with Gary Gensler before they collapsed. I mean, how many times were not recorded? Even others at the SEC. And now Sullivan Cromwell are being sued, and Jay Clayton, William Hinman are on the board. What's going to happen with that? Only time will tell on that one. Okay. So the Sullivan Cromwell have deep ties to ETHgate, and with Clayton and Hinman on the board, it all comes to light. I said, what you say, Stephen Naroff? And Stephen Naroff is bringing ETHgate to fruition. He invented a utility token. He ICO'd security tokens and all. Ethereum, dot connector. Steven Naroff, I tagged him. It says, Consensus is a leading software company for Ethereum, the largest programmable blockchain in the world. In addition to representing the company in its Series C and D fundraisers, SNC advised on the formation of Consensus Software in August of 2020. Ripple, XRP, the XRP army, the XRP community was sued by the SEC in December of 2020. Put the puzzle pieces together. This is on Sullivan and Cromwell's page. Here's another one. SEC advises Consensus in the $450 million Series D financing. This article was March 29, 2022. Consensus Software completed a $450 million Series D financing round in which it increased the company's valuation to over $7 billion. And it also mentions, Consensus is a major software company for Ethereum. And, put all the puzzle. There's so much more out there that you haven't heard. Steven Naroff. Gensler's remarks, listen to this, are textbook deflection, diverting attention away from the SEC's fraud and manipulation under his leadership. Gary Gensler is calling cryptocurrency fraud. Why? Because Steven Naroff is absolutely correct. He is diverting attention away from the SEC's fraud and manipulation under his leadership. Listen to this 51-second clip right here. Listen.
They're not like in this building, NASDAQ, that has protections and against fraud and manipulation and the like.
Just seeing people lose their shirt on with NASDAQ stocks.
You can lose because there's risk. There's risk in investments. But what we try to do as a society is take some of the fraud and manipulation risk out of the markets by regulation.
Is that the problem, though? It's not necessarily Bitcoin, the underlying asset, but more the froth and the potential for fraudsters to use it that has been
this is a
concern?
field, Becky, that's been rife with fraud and manipulation. And look at all the bankruptcies. And you've had on this set people talking about those various bankruptcies. And it's not just one entity. It's entity after entity after entity. And then investors are just lining up in the bankruptcy court.
Yeah, he's just diverting attention away from the SEC's fraud and manipulation. The way they have treated these fintech companies in the United States is hypocritical. Regulation by enforcement is criminal. The SEC is getting away with it because they are a government institution. They're making the rules as they go. They can't tell us if Ethereum or Bitcoin or other tokens or securities are not securities because they're hiding it. The banks, the JP Morgans, the Goldman Sachs is paying off these idiots to look like idiots. Gary Gensler taught at MIT back in 2018. He knows exactly what all this is. He's just, the banks have their hands so far up his ass. He's a puppet and he's still talking bad about crypto. Let's keep going. Here we go. Perry Ann Boring. She follows me at Perry Ann DC, and as well as the Chamber of Digital Commerce, who follows me. Perry Ann is the founder and CEO of the Digital Chamber of Commerce and Digital Power US. She's an advocate for Bitcoin, crypto, and blockchain. EP at BTC documentary. Right here in this short video clip, she states that it is absolutely critical that the community participates in the political process and ensures anti-crypto politicians are not elected in office because they are out there. They are targeting us, and they don't think we have a right to exist. You are absolutely correct. This is how Senator Elizabeth Warren has misled the U.S. Congress in her effort to end crypto in America. Here we go.
It's important that the industry understands that in the Senate, Elizabeth Warren has put forward a bill that would effectively ban this industry in the United States. She has really misconstrued what this legislation does. She doesn't purport it to be a ban. She calls it an anti-money laundering regulatory fix for crypto, which really is very misleading because it puts unworkable requirements on the technology itself. She's been able to recruit 19 co-sponsors to this bill. So we have 19% of the US Senate today is on record wanting to effectively ban cryptocurrencies in the United States. We are facing an existential threat today in Washington. It is absolutely critical that the community participates in the political process and ensures that anti-crypto politicians are not elected into office, because they are out there, they are targeting us, and they don't think we have a right to exist. And if we don't show up, if we don't participate, we have everything to lose as a community.
100%. You know, when you go to vote this year, check with your local politicians. Check, do some Googling, do some researching. Are they anti-crypto? Are they pro-crypto? Where do you want your kids and your future generations to thrive? Do you want them to thrive? Do you want them to have the right people in office? Because unfortunately in the United States, there's no term limits. These old geezers, these old farts stay in office forever, and they're all old school. They're not living up to the new technology we are. I'm 57 years old, and I'm computer savvy. I grew up in the 70s and 80s and 90s with the internet and computers, and I'm very, very technical savvy. And I know a lot of them are too, but we have to make sure that anti-crypto politicians are not elected in office. They are stifling this technology 100%. All right, so Senator Elizabeth Warren, if you were not aware, blockchain and crypto are transparent and traceable as opposed to fiat money laundering, campaign contributions, bank payoffs, etc., etc., etc. You know what I'm talking about. And XRP Crypto Gary Gensler resigned said, imagine if the U.S. government spending was all on transparent, traceable blockchain open for all citizens to monitor. There would be less theft and less millionaires in Congress. 100%. Less theft and less millionaires in Congress because they're getting the pay-tos under the table with cash money. It is untraceable. Hello? How many stacks of $100 bills are congressmen going out and spending out to eat and to buy things and do different things, and they're not accounted for, for tax purposes, for all the above? Because, the government is more criminal than any criminal around the world. They talk bad about us, but they are the worst criminals in the world, period. Here, the reason I brought this up to Elizabeth Warren is because in Australia, a federal officer faced charges for allegedly stealing crypto associated with the drug fortune, and they traced his ass on the blockchain, and they figured out it was him. Said that the suspended officer, William Wheatley, was charged with stealing 81.6 Bitcoin from a crypto wallet during the drug investigation. I'm going to leave a copy below, but look. A federal police officer is currently undergoing law proceedings in the Melbourne Magistrates Court, facing allegations of pocketing confiscated cryptocurrency from an online drug trafficking syndicate. The committal hearing, presided over by Magistrate Malcolm Thomas, is ongoing, with the defendant's lawyer saying the case was circumstantial and they would dispute the accusations. Well, come to find out, they traced the wallets. They traced it back to him, to his bank account, for cashing some of it out. Bad actors they're going to catch up with you. If you're using blockchain and digital assets to do something bad, you better think twice. If you're sending your crypto to bad actors, you better think twice. If you're funding something that shouldn't be funded, you better think twice, because they're going to find you. And the government knows this. And exactly as I stated, the government officials do not want blockchain technology because they can't have the pay-tos and under the table stuff. I mean, I'm not saying fiat's going to go away. Maybe eventually it will. Everything today's digitized anyway. But, think about all the traceability and all of that's going to happen when blockchain gets incorporated in the banking system in the United States. Man, I tell you what, I get so fired up. I find this information, I get it out to you, and I give it to you in my own unique kind of way, my own perspective, and I love doing it. It's Sunday. I'm looking out the window at the green grass, the blue sky, the horses, the cows. It's cold here in Texas today, but you know what? It's beautiful. And it keeps my mind fresh whenever I provide this content for you from my home. And I love doing it. Thanks for subscribing. Make sure to share my channel with those that are looking to possibly learn more about blockchain technology and crypto and scams and all the above. And I really appreciate you all. I hope y'all have a wonderful week. Let's keep looking at our investments, hold tight, and get it out to the universe. My name is James Rule XRP. This is the James Rule Crypto Show. And guess what? I told you so.